Guys,
yo, that was magical.
guys, sis. I never
Actually, that was nice.
No, wow, dynamic. Wow. You guys can see. No.
I was in the
Right at me, embrace holy, 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 holy you are, worthy of praise. Make me your child. This is my prayer. Oh, Baba,
Here we have Esmeralda, our soprano. Ma'am, quick question for you. Dynamic is a group that sings, right? And singing is an act of worship. So please lead us through a dynamic practice / worship session and why the worship element is so important for a group like this.
So basically, I'd like to first start by saying that dynamic is more than just a group that sings together. It's us having a sense of being a family that allows us to be able to worship with each other. So yes, most of the time we start off like with a practice session because we probably have a gig coming up, or we just want to get through new songs or brush up on old songs. But then I think the sense of connection between us allows us to commune with the Holy Spirit as we sing. The session becomes elevated from more than just practice, and it gets taken to a new height, and I don't know, we find ourselves being led by the Spirit. We no longer keep to the conventions of so and so sings soprano and so we just play around. And I honestly feel like that is so important because it allows us to build on our spirituality as a group. So we find ways, like we even have things called dynamic Sabbaths, where we literally just worship, we chill together, we have food, go to a park or one of our places, and we just sing. And not sing because we have a gig, but we sing because we are glad to the Lord that we are a group and that we have each other, and we thank Him for the gift that He has given us of music, and that we can use it as a ministry to share His word.
Perfection. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Beyond the blue horizon, shouts of joy, songs of praise will be rising over me by the river.
So here we have Nontando singing our first alto. Ma'am, what do you have to say to other young groups like Dynamic, that are trying to, push their ministries in a similar way to what we're doing? Do you have any words of encouragement for them?
Hi guys. I was ambushed, by the way. So if
That's not true.
Okay, what I have to say is, guys, just identify yourself, identify your sound, and then work on that. Don't try to sound like Noted or sound like No Limits or any popular group at that particular moment. Just identify your sound and don't succumb to the pressure. Like, just relax and do your own thing and have fun while you're doing it. And don't forget to pray, don't forget to put God first, because hey guys, it's tough. It's really tough. And if you don't put God first in God's things, then like, what are you doing? Do you understand? So you always have to put God first and love each other, have a bond, tananani, have fun. Number one, put God first, then fun, then God, sound, identify your sound, your character, like what the group is and what the group stands for, your principles, and then have fun. And no pressure, guys. There's no pressure, really. We're all just here to serve the Lord, and
Thank you so much, man. Perfection. Alright, so here we have Zukiswa, our tenor. Ma'am, question for you. We've been together for the month of June. Which one of our performances was the best, in your opinion, and why?
Okay, well, the best, for me, right, like you said, I think the best performance was, do I have to say was, or can I say is as well? Alright, I think it's Force Lawrence is the
Force Law
live where we are currently.
Because
I feel like today I learned so much from the group that we're sharing the stage with, and which is like God's grace. So and also I don't know, for some reason I felt at home, because this is closer to home, so I felt more comfortable, I felt more relaxed, and I feel like the way we were singing also was just I feel like we grew from all the other performances. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Alright, so here we have Batobile, and she sings our second alto. Ma'am, question for you. So Dynamic is a young group, right? We are all students, and none of us pursues music professionally, and this presents us with some challenges. So what are some challenges that Dynamic faces as a group? Some hurdles that we go through, and what keeps you motivated, and what do you think keeps the group motivated to keep doing what we do?
Okay, so I'm gonna start with the problem that really doesn't sit well with me, and that is transport sometimes. You know, if only like, because you know we have a driver, right? Yeah, our baritone guy. Yeah, he's our driver, and you know sometimes it's like really cramped up and full inside the car, so we really want space. You know, but on a more serious note, I feel like us also being students and having to deal with a lot of things at once. You know, sometimes you have and don't get me wrong, I really love singing for Dynamic, we all do, but sometimes when something is just breathing down your neck, like an assignment or a lecturer or just unexpected things that just come up, and you're just like, oh gosh, but how can I deal with this and Dynamic all at once? So it is quite a challenge, you know, when it comes to prioritizing, I must say. And none of us are music majors, but we do have a love and a passion for music. That's what drives us, you know, the passion that we share for music. We are not professionals, yes, we don't sight read, yes. So, but the talent, the fact that we can sing, you know, that just brings us together, and just, you know, the little knowledge that we have, you know, when it comes to music and how to sing or how to breathe or how to, you know, it's just, we just gather whatever, we just gather the little knowledge that we have. Otherwise, Dynamic is we're young and we like to explore and be adventurous, so yeah.
All right, perfection. Thank you so much.
Jesus, the
Mahlati, our bass. Sir, question for you. We have spent 3 weeks together as Dynamic, yeah? And this is like the most time we spent together as a group, like consecutively. How has that impacted us as a group?
To be honest, I'm not really sure. But from the current knowledge that I have, we've grown a lot as a group in terms of musically. And yes, we do have challenges in terms of character-based issues, but then we're still learning each other, and through that we have growth. And with the growth that we're developing, we're able to work together and be the best team that we can be. And through that, it's shown through our music. So yeah, I feel like that's how I can explain how our 3 weeks have brought us together also mentally. So yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know if that answers your question.
Perfectly. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.